How would that show up on somebody's personal map?
Well, well, uh, it's different for every person. Some people coalesce more quickly and are very, I guess tuned in, if you will, tuned to their life's path, and it's very direct and organized, and that's revealed in where they were born, where they were married, where their jobs took place, where they traveled to. Uh, they tend to coalesce. For a person that's really working with earth energies and collective consciousness, they tend to coalesce along ley lines that have a direct link to these larger patterns and then more collective patterns. Uh, I've recently done a study for a gentleman who was in a military family in his early life and traveled all around North America, and it just seemed like this haphazard grouping of sites all over the states. And he was from Montana to Massachusetts and down to Alabama. So in this process, I looked at how the sites arranged and related to one another in a linear alignment. These alignments then had qualities that were brought to character of the person, and it evolved into uh, a pattern that pointed to a centric feature. That centric feature then you could create these circular patterns that emerge from that and have this whole interrelationship and pointing to places where he should go next, or pointing to how certain places stimulated certain character developments. Hmm.
So, like,
We can go farther with that, but
yeah, like how do,
keep it simple.
I understand like ley lines having, like, carrying energy, but how do the polygons, like circles and triangles and other more complicated ones, fit into the picture?
Well, the triangles and polygons are essentially a circular pattern with it's a ring form with a center and 3 points to it. So you're really defining a ring pattern, and that ring pattern is a fractal or a similar geometry to the planet itself. So as beings, we emerge from this planetary body. Our geometry is the same geometry as the planet, and our walk in life tends to coalesce like a flower. I think an iris is 5-pointed. I should know this, but there are other different flowers have different geometries, and just as in our lives, different people uh, are different expressions of a geometric form. The gematria, the language of numbers and geometry, uh, speak to certain qualities, and just by circumstance, personal expression, and a just the hand of grace, I suppose, is we coalesce into a geometric pattern in our life ways. And we also do that at a collective level as well. You can see these patterns emerge in societies all over the world. For instance, if you put in your mind the shape of Africa, you can see a conch nautilus in that form spiraling into Nigeria. And you look at things, the patterns in this way, and you can better understand the qualities that the people of Africa are bringing into the world. North America has a yin-yang form, half land and half water, with the tip of Mexico. Uh, I think it's on the backside of my book here. This little geometry right here, and that's so the people of North America have the potential to bring balance to the world, but in reality, it seems like they're doing just the opposite.